Oh, the mic wasn't working. I'm sorry, guys. I'll redo that. I said, "What's up, everybody? Crypto Hedge here with a private live stream." We have 22 people tuning in right now. Hit me up in the chat box. I want all 22 people to hit up the chat box just to make sure everyone is here. We only got 22 people. There's 200 plus in the group. I don't know why we only have 22. I don't know what it is, but whatever. What is up, everybody? We're good now. Awesome. Soup. Oh my gosh, we have club members that aren't even moderators on my channel. That's funny. I gotta get that fixed. We're gonna get started right now. I don't want to waste time. Gotta get Joanne. Joanne needs to be a moderator. What the heck? I need to get everyone up here. Spencer said eh. What's the eh about? Alright, let's get started. So we all know it's been a great day for Vertcoin. Vertcoin going off, man. Vertcoin doesn't want to stop. You can see there's a little bit of a halt here. Let me reload this page. Magnolia representing. We need 27 likes. Make sure to smash that like button for the private stream. Yeah, you guys can see Vertcoin's taking a little bit of a halt here. It finished the Gartley that we talked about in the last public live stream. Perfectly finished that puppy off. I'll show you guys real quick. And that's just for the Vertcoin. What the heck is this? That's for the Vertcoin USD pair. Perfectly. You can see we dropped off a little bit here, stalled. Not really a pullback after finishing this Gartley. And we're basically going to consolidate here. I don't see us going down, although we could see a little bit of a retracement down to this level. And guys, no swinging. I mean, this is just, you know, obviously I'm not a financial advisor, private or not, but I'm not swinging, guys. Just not going to. I've had bad swings, and I've had good swings, and Vertcoin is just one of them that I'm not swinging, and you guys know that. We went over that in the club. So right here you can see we could see a pullback back down to like $3.80. Actually, we already saw that. If you look right here, what am I saying? We see that wick bringing us down to $3.80 to bring us to the B level of this Gartley. So that's good. And we kind of are holding our gains here, and we're gonna move. I think we're gonna move back up to the upside. We looked at Decred too, Decred USD. What the heck? Where did it go? Yeah. So if we go back over to the 4-hour, this is the 4-hour. Sorry, I just jumped into this live stream. We're gonna do all the charts live, so you actually can watch me do the charts live. I didn't get them prepared before, so whatever. I was eating din-din. Alright, so you saw that right here. I'm going to draw it out. Right here is where that Gartley formed, and we moved to the upside. This is on the 4-hour too, and I think we're going to continue to move to the upside. And you can see we had a pullback to this level, the D level of the Gartley, which is expected to happen once Vertcoin. I think Vertcoin needs to break out of this Gartley to the upside, and then pull back a little bit back to the D level of the Gartley. Like I said, we don't even need to be looking at the charts for Vertcoin because I'm strictly hodling. But yeah, we made that awesome depiction the other day about Vertcoin gonna follow Decred's footsteps, but the levels aren't exactly the same. The dollar amount is not exactly the same. When Decred made this Gartley, it was at it finished the top level here at like $5.66, so that would be comparable to a Vertcoin at $4, and gosh, I wish this would save at that level. So that would be comparable to Vertcoin at $4.25. So it's like $1 difference, okay? Yeah, so it's like $1 difference. So don't exactly look for the we're looking at percentage based. We're not looking at the exact dollar amount. So I'm gonna check out the Slack real quick to see what you guys wanted me to look at. Hit me up in the chat box. I have the chat box open, so if you guys want to chat in the chat box, that's what you're here for. hit me up in the chat. Let me see. We're gonna look at some of these other coins too. It's been rowdy for the Vert. I'm gonna check out the Slack channel now, because I know that you guys gave me your requests. You guys were asked about Lisk too. We'll look at Lisk. Yep, look, someone just asked about Lisk. Alright, I need to go to calls discussion. Where is this? My computer's crapping out right now. I don't know why. What is going on here? Someone just asked about ARC. I'm gonna write these down so that we can cover all of them. ARC, Lisk. You can watch it later, Just Nits. You can watch. This will be posted. I need to drop my chair down here. I feel like I'm gonna mess up my back. All right, right here. I'm gonna be doing a live stream later. Lisk, Vertcoin, Decred. What else? Dash is running ads on TV. I didn't know that. Lisky Lisk to make my weekend better. Someone asked about ADX, I think. Yeah, ADX is a sleeper, I think. No, ADX had some really good runs after the fork. The fork. Chair recommendations. Mine sucks. My chair is actually pretty good. It's just it's okay. It's okay. All right. So chat in the chat box, not in the Slack. I already have the coins that were requested. So I'm gonna check out the Slack box, the chat box. Vert is pure love. Stratus, Nav. Oh man, y'all are gonna hit me with too many coins. I'm not gonna be able to cover every one of these coins. Stratus. Stratus, Navcoin. I know Navcoin has been a hype coin. That's one coin that I definitely need to do research on here. Ubic. I know that we were talking about Ubic. Looked good. Didn't get into it. Didn't put it in the calls either. But we'll look at that one. I've never heard of ADA or GRS. I don't have any of those, and I don't have costs. I know that Jeffrey likes costs. I'm not even sure what costs is. That's why it's always good to have, you know, both me and Jeffrey, so we both have different coins. We even get lit in the private live streams. That's so funny. We're like over here rocking to Phil Collins. Where's Joanne at? Is Joanne just listening? Is she just listening over there? I know Joanne's here. Is Joanne here? ADA top 15 coin. Looking good. Joanne is here. That's what I'm talking about. ADA. I already wrote down ADA. Alright, let's jump into this madness. GRS. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. Someone just asked about Litecoin. I know we haven't covered Litecoin in a while. Litecoin is just one of those coins as a long-term hodl for me. Until it starts making some bigger moves, I really can't, you know, contemplate swinging because it's kind of just really not making much moves. So let's start off with Decred, because I know Decred was one of the coins that you guys really wanted me to check out. Get my indicators in here. What's up, the Shirky? You haven't missed anything yet. Crypto Bros. What's good tuning in on this fine Friday afternoon? Absolutely. Exclusivity. All right, let's get to Decred. So Decred, we saw Decred had a nice run up here. I'm gonna check out the call sheets. I don't even know what's on the call sheet right now. I want to make sure we're keeping that updated. I know Jeffrey's very keen on updating that. I'm a little bit slacking on that call sheet. We need to edit it. We will. Alright. Alright, so Decred, where was the call at? The call for Decred was at 51 Satoshis. It's actually at 51.5 right now. So the call was at 51 Satoshis. We did have our sell at 59, and I changed it last minute, and it would have been a perfect swing. So that is why patience will always win. You know, I was looking at it more as a long-term call, but if we were going to be doing a swing, it really was at 59 Satoshis. So I got to watch myself when I start doing these impulsive changes, because it's, you know, these are gains that we could, you know, win on for these short-term calls, short-term calls, but this is a long-term call for Decred. Decred is 100,000 Satoshis, which is the first 900,000, or 0.009 was the first target, and then the second target was 0.01, which is still valid. And where was the stop at? The stop for Decred was at 0.0047. So we didn't get down to that level, so I think a lot of you guys are still hodling Decred, because the stop would have been right here, 0.0047. So that's the stop right there. We can make that green because it's support. So that's the stop level. No one, I think, got stopped out. And we see it on the 4-hour. Let's look at the RSI here. The RSI is still looking good. It's not oversold. You can see this, the RSI is still falling. We should see some upside here shortly for Decred, I'm hoping. I'm waiting for a divergence to the upside. The stock looks good. I think we still need more upside. The on-balance volume is steady after that first pump. We did lose a lot of those gains after that first pump, which is relatively expected. Let me go to different time frames here, and then we could be more precise. Yeah, same thing for the 3-hour. Let's go to the daily. The daily stock looks like it needs to turn down relatively soon. But the RSI on the daily is still good. The RSI on the daily is still good. Yeah, so this is still going to be a long-term hold. On-balance volume looks fantastic on the daily as well. So if we go to shorter time frames here, I'm going to go to the 1-hour time frame. So with this, since most of you guys didn't get stopped out, and you guys are hodling Vertcoin, or you held onto your Decred, which would have been fine to do, in my opinion, we need to wait until we have a confirmation to the upside here. Now, I know some of you guys probably thought that this would have been the confirmation to the upside, which it relatively is. But if you are going to be getting into your first position with Decred, you should have gotten into it once we broke out right here, because we still are on that level. But as of right now, I would wait until we break out of here. This is a perfect way to look at it, because we have 3 points that we hit on this downtrend right here. So until we break out right here, we would have confirmation to the upside. We had an ABC correction on Decred, but it is, you know, failing to break out of resistance right here a little bit at this firm level right here. So until it breaks out of that, so I'm looking like once we break out of 50, basically, I would make this a thicker downtrend line if we can. No, we can't. I would be looking at like 52,000 Satoshis to break out of, and then you could get back in on your long positions personally. So breaking out of 52, I would be personally going long back on that first target up to 90,000, or I think it's 900,000 Satoshis. But yeah, patience. These calls and a lot of these calls in the document on Google are long-term calls with those targets. Decred is one of those long-term calls. So wait until we have a breakout of 52. I would actually wait till we have a breakout past 52 and a confirmation past 53 on the 30-minute time frame. 53,000 right here, and then we should be moving back up to the upside. Possible cup and handle formation because we have our resistance over here. A little bit of a pullback down to 57 satoshis, and then we can be boosting back up to that first target at 900,000 satoshis. So everything's looking fine and dandy with Decred. Wait for confirmation to the upside. Although if you got in right here at 49,000 satoshis after that first breakout, that was a good confirmation. So the stock and the RSI, of course, on balance volume is steady. So that's what I have to say about Decred. And if you guys are, TradingView is a free resource. So if you guys want to start using TradingView, go to the charts, map out exactly what I'm mapping out so you can watch exactly what I'm watching. And then you'll be on the same page instead of having to keep watching this live stream and guessing, you know, if we broke out or not. So I think a lot of the people in the group, a lot of people in, this is Decred, guys. I don't know why you guys are seeing Stratus. This is the Decred chart. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, I have the wrong thing here. That sucks. I'm so sorry, guys. There. Oh my gosh, that's not Stratus. I was talking about Decred this whole time. Holy crap. Wow, what a waste of time. Well, everything I just said is the same thing I mapped out for Decred. So, just whatever I said before, do this with the Decred chart. Sorry about that, guys. I feel so dumb. I feel so dumb. I was literally looking at this chart, mapping it out, and you guys had the wrong tab open on the live stream. So just look back at the live stream and then map out this on your TradingView chart. Wait for that confirmation. We should be confirming relatively soon. I mean, we fell down to this level here on the 1 hour, and then we should be breaking out here. So break out at 52, confirmation at 53 on the 30-minute chart, and we can actually go over there right now. Right here, let's go to the 30-minute. Okay, there we go. This looks perfect. Awesome. So breakout at 52 is confirmation on the 1 hour. Breakout at 53 on the 30-minute, 53.5, or it really is 53 even. Breakout at 53 on the 30-minute is a good bullish confirmation to the upside. Hopefully we could be leading up to a little bit of a double top here. Maybe a cup and handle formation is what I'm expecting with the drawdown right here, dependent, because we have this resistance at this level right here. So we could have a little bit of a drawdown, a little bit of a cup and handle formation, and then a move to the upside, hopefully bringing us to 900,000 satoshis. So everything I was talking about, I was looking at this chart. So like I said, just watch back and look at this, because this is what I was looking at. I don't want to repeat myself. Oh, that sucks. And this is the Decred to BTC, not Decred to USD. Decred buy walls are up right now. Hey, I mean, I do think we're going to be moving to the upside. This is a very accurate area to be breaking out of the downtrend, because we have 3 significant points on the 1 hour here that we hit. Right here, and right here. So if we break out of that, we're bullish. Simply put, putting all the indicators into place. And the RSI looks good. We already went over that. So next coin that we're going to go over. And like I said, take note, create a TradingView account, go to the charts, and your charts automatically save. So just map out exactly what I'm looking at here, so you don't have to watch the live stream again. Alright, let's look at ARK now. I know that you guys have been asking me about ARK. Alright, so this is ARK on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. So we already discussed, I think I've discussed this in live streams as well, talking about how we have continuous wave patterns here. If you look at what I'm looking at here, you've got this wave, you've got this wave, this wave, and this wave, and they're all becoming bigger and bigger, but the percentage-based growth is relatively the same. So if we go right here to price range, it's not always good to go by date range. I know that I sometimes do my forecasts on date range. Date range is a lot harder to do in comparison to price percentage. Excuse me, price range. So if you look at the bottom of this sector right here, which leads up to this second area, this first area of ARC, if we look at that and we pop that up into this level right here, we have a 332% increase. Now if we go to the bottom level right here, for ARC, we have actually double that. 332%, we have 704% right here, which is very impressive. Now if we go over here, like I said guys, you guys should be on TradingView, or you guys can, if you have dual monitors, be on TradingView while I do this and map it out with me. If you don't have dual views, then do it afterwards. So we're not going to have the exact percentage-based growth, you can see right here, but it's relatively similar. We're going to get to the indicators in a minute. I like to read the candlesticks first. And this is on the 4-hour, guys. And you guys can see we had that pyramid surge of volume for ARC at this location, which is what brought us to this level. So I think that Decred is actually starting to wake up here, believe it or not. We had 2 points. Basically, I guess you could call it an ABC correction here. We had 2 points. Now, once Decred literally breaks out of here, I know it's on the call sheets. I didn't make the call, I don't think. I think the stop is set for 34.00034. I don't know where. Yeah, so you guys should not have been stopped out for ARC yet. The first target for ARC is 0.00073. In my personal opinion, see, I didn't make that call on the sheet. I just don't. I don't want to give you guys too many. I don't want to give you guys too short of targets. So a first target is not a target to sell completely out on. A first target is a target to either swing or decrease your holdings. And we will be updating you I'll be updating you guys, telling you, oh my gosh, you know, the first target is a trade that I'm going to be selling a larger position rather than aiming straight for the second target. Because I have skipped my first targets before and went straight to the second target without selling anything. Just depends on the trade. Because things change, you know, we're in crypto, things change on the dime, guys. So the second target for ARC is 0.0016, which is right here. Now, I don't know why we did that as the targets. I mean, I guess we could pull out the fib. I'm not doing Fibonacci's right now, which I do follow, but 0.0016 would actually be the first target in my opinion, since we are significantly going on bigger and bigger waves. If you look at this, well, let's look at the tail of these candlesticks. So we have that wave, that wave, that wave. Let me make these. I'm gonna make these a different color for you guys. Holy crap, that was loud. All right, let me do this real quick. Blue, blue, blue. Let me know if you guys want me to. Let me know in the chat box if you guys are enjoying this live stream. If you guys really want me to go in depth like this, because I have the time for a little while here. So let me know in the chat box, because I'd love to go fully in depth, like I'm doing right now, because I have the time. And I love crypto. Let me know in the chat box. I'll check. Yeah, I think NEO is a relevant coin. Rick Peterson said yes, 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 yes. Appreciate this. Awesome. So we have these levels here. The waves, So 0.0061 would actually be my, technically my first target. Not necessarily down here, but we could see a little bit of a breakout to here, and then a pullback. But this is really not my first target, 73. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, guys, especially because of the history. So if we were going to look at another pump here for ARC, which it looks like we're leading up close to those levels. I mean, you can see that we have this hook formation right here, and it's probably going to, you know, go down a little bit further, and then it's going to boost up to at least 61. So can we do Lisk real quick? Yeah, we will do Lisk real quick. So those are my levels for ARC. And you can see, let me see if we can point this out. So the bottom area of this pullback right here, actually I'm going to go down to here. The bottom area of this pullback right here on the second wave brought us to the top of this first wave. And the bottom of this didn't necessarily match up with the second wave. Excuse me. And this one is also not going to match up with the... It's actually matching up exactly with the top of this wave. Can you see that, guys? So let's actually change the color of this to yellow, since this is going to be... we're in a new pattern here, a new fresh start. So this one I think is going to end no further down, and I'm going to make sure that I don't make this confusing, so I'm going to delete this since we've already gone over the waves. So this wave right here, I'm going to change my color, my paint tool, to orange, or no, yellow. I'll go over Lisk right after this. So I don't believe that this wave is going to go any further down than the top of this previous wave here. Okay, guys? So, like I said, if this hook formation is going to bring us to possibly the bottom of this wave, or it already has, so it really is only up from here. First target is initially, really honestly, 0.0016, as we have the first target to play it safe at 0.00073, so we will keep you guys updated on that. I know things go fast. So definitely, that was a perfect exclamation. If you have questions, please let me know in the chat box, and then we'll go over Lisk right now. Please let me know if you understood this explanation to a specific extent. I want you guys to chat. Please be interactive in the chat box. That's why you guys are here. Yeah, literally, this is perfect. Yeah, so this is the full retracement right here. And we hit the bottom level, which is basically matching up perfectly with that on the 4-hour. And like I said, wait. If you want to wait and play it safe, wait until we break out of this yellow, right here, this yellow downtrend correction channel. Wait till we break out of there, and then I'm going long. I'm going long. So that's that. And see, the thing is, I know that you guys, some of you guys were just really irritated with the whole Vertcoin thing the other day, and we finally made it final notice. I was like, you know, we're not going to be swing trading Vertcoin anymore. It's over. It's done. We're leaving it be because it's a long-term call, and swing trading is dangerous. So Vertcoin, this is going to be a long-term trade unless we have a significant divergence to the downside. Don't expect me to, you know, update it, and don't really have to ask questions. Because simply, unless I update you guys, telling you guys anything bad, this is the targets. This is how it's going to pan out. So let's move on to Lisk. Is ARC a buy right now? Hold on. ARC BTC. I know, we'll get to Lisk. I know I'm like all over the place. I mean, ARC personally, in my opinion, I think that you're buying at such a significant low. There's just so much reward over risk. So if you wanted to personally get into a trade off of your decision, I think that that would be a solid choice, in my opinion. I don't really even think you have to wait until we break out of this yellow line. But, excuse me, if we break out of here, this yellow line, there's just a full bullish confirmation to the upside. So it's your decision. I think that you just be, what is the percentage? Okay, look at it like this. I think it's a patience game. So if this yellow line, if we break out of here, which would be around this area, which would be the 31st of this month, if we go right here, where we're at right now, and you wait, and you get in now, you would just have a 14% upper hand than if you waited for the breakout. So that's really just the case. And you're buying low anyway, so that's my personal opinion. Let's get over to the Lisk. I don't want to keep jumping around. Yeah, Syscoin we should go over. I agree. Make sure that we're on time here. I don't want to try to follow my time. So we've been live for 33 minutes now. All right. Let's go over to Lisk. How many people are in this live stream right now? We have 40 people watching. Sweet. So where did Lisk go? LSKBTC. All right, so with Lisk, this is the perfect way to look at it, guys. And we're gonna do a quick relative comparison for Lisk as well. So the person that is gonna be going to dinner, hopefully you're watching this now live. You guys know that I'm very keen on relative comparisons, and it's relatively difficult to find relative comparisons. And we're gonna be doing stuff like that in the future per live stream to identify relative comparisons. So you guys saw we had a relative double bottom here for Lisk. I'm gonna make that green. And then we had a nice pump here. We retraced a little bit more than 50%. Lisk, in my opinion, is at a perfect location. Absolutely perfect location. If you look right here, we have the downtrend on the 4 hour. And I'm gonna look at the call sheets real quick to see. Lisk was called at 0.0009. 0.0009, which is right here. Stop for Lisk was set at 0.0008. So we didn't get stopped out. Awesome, that was a perfect stop location. Holy crap. Awesome stop location. I don't know if I put that in there or Jeffrey did. We'll look at Vertcoin too. Not that it matters. So the stop for Lisk, I think I did put this one in the call. The stop for Lisk was at 0.0008. Didn't fall through that. It's at a perfect location, guys. We are breaking out right now. We have a divergence to the upside for Lisk on the RSI. We should be getting back into the overbought location. Firm stock right here. The on-balance volume has been steady. No increase. It should be increasing soon. So this is a good location, guys. If I'm looking at this on the 4 hour, this is a confirmation on the 4 hour. I think I covered this too on my live stream yesterday that was public. We've already broken out, so this would be, in my opinion, my personal choice would be a buy. This would be a solid buy at this area right here. And if we did a quick relative comparison, I'm gonna get the chat box up here. If we look right here, this would be a solid relative comparison. That roughly 50% retracement. Also, what else would be this would also be a good relative comparison as well. We had a little bit of the double bottom here. Double bottom sequence. I guess you could call that area there. And then we had the pump, and then I think it's only up from here for Lisk. And I think we're gonna see a bigger wave than this first wave, which is right here. Make that orange. I think we're gonna see we're gonna see a bigger wave than that first wave here. Okay, guys? God, why is that doing that? There we go. So percentage-based growth, if we go from the bottom level here, perfectly pointed right there, that's a 315% increase. And then we had the pullback here, and then that was a 131% increase. Now if we do this, we had a 440% increase. And then we had a 282% increase. So the percentage-based increases on the second wave is bigger than the first wave. So I'm expecting for the first wave to be at least 300% since we've already started the wave. So if we go right here, so that first wave should bring us to 0.003. What are the targets on the call sheet? First target is 0.00115. I think that these are based off of the Fibonacci that I think Jeffrey did. And these are a little bit shorter term on the call sheet, but this would be really the first, the second target, the last target for Lisk should be at the 300% mark. It could be a little bit less. We have to really watch it closely, because when you get into uncharted territory, it's a lot harder. Not a lot harder, but you have to have a different approach on calling the top on when you get into new all-time highs. So it's not harder, it's just it's different. You look at different indicators. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. Like I said, let's go to the 30-minute real quick and the 1 hour just to confirm. All right, there we go. Awesome. So we do have that confirmation as noted before. We can move that up here. We are confirmed to the upside. So this would be my personal, location to be buying is exactly where we are now. Perfect low buy. Perfect low buy. Let's get to the 1 hour too. Dalton Goodman said, "Perfect stop. Nice effing call." Yeah, that was a really good stop location. Very good. Yeah, so we're confirmed to the upside. Lisk is looking good. ARK is also looking good. So both of those are looking good. Like I said, we just went over ARK. Wait for confirmation. In my opinion, Lisk is already in that confirmation zone. We're doing good so far. I think that we are slamming it right now. Let's get over to the next coin. Also, let's pull out the fib real quick on this coin. What is the Lisk first target? 0.00115. I would actually change that first target to... See, when I do my fibs, I don't use the wick, so... Yeah, so 0.00115 would be approximately the location. It really wouldn't. I don't know why it's 0.00115. I'm going to change it in the calls. Because since this is the full retracement here, we already bounced off the 0.5 fib right here. Make that a different color. And we bounced off the 0.5 fib, which is expected. And then we should be moving up to the 0.618 fib level. But I think that we're going to move straight to the 0.786 level. So I expect it to go from here to the 0.786 fib level and possibly see a small amount of a downtrend. But we could also, let me make a new line here, we could see it bounce off of the 0.618, which is actually less likely than us bouncing at the 0.786 to the downside. So we could just, go right through, and then our first, expected retracement on my behalf would be right around here, and then I would be expecting a pullback down to here, which is more likely than slamming through this full fib retracement going into new all-time highs. So that's my thoughts on Lisk. I'm gonna make this different color. I don't know, do you guys want me to post these on TradingView like I did for the Vertcoin Pitchfork price channel? Because I'll post these. I mean, they're all saved. So if you guys want me to, we can make a channel on the Slack, and it could be just called TradingView. Let me know. Let me know. Who is going out to dinner? He said that he wanted me to. Dalton. Okay, Dalton. Dalton's going out to dinner. He just wanted me to go over Lisk. So, we just went over Lisk. Enjoy your dinner, Dalton. Hope you have some good Vertcoin food. Alright, so next coin. Oh, my neck. I feel like I need to like fix my chair here. It's gonna like hurt my back. Let's go on to ARC. Oh, we already did ARC. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. We already did ARC. We did ARC, LISC. We haven't gone over DCR yet. No, we did go over DCR. Yo, I'm actually losing my mind. We already went over Decred, right? Sorry, I'm like... It's crazy because I'm so busy. I'm such a busy person. It's like I can't... I literally have like the worst short-term memory. Alright, let's get the Stratus. We're gonna get the Stratus right now. Sorry, hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. I think that will be better. Alright, let's get into this. Let's get into business. Alright, Stratus. So Stratus, we had look at this. I mean, look at the upside for Stratus. The top here is unbelievably high. And looking just at that alone, no other indicator, that just tells me that it has a lot of room to grow, and we saw the full retracement, and here is a very vital level. Using a Fibonacci retracement, that right there, where we hit a bottom here, which is relatively close to the bottom we saw right here. When we move to the upside right here is really relevant to Fibonacci, so this would add up usually to the 0.5 level of the fib. I think that we bounced below the 0.5 and went back to the 0.5, and then we had the finishing of the sell-off. So let's do the fib real quick. Let me take these indicators out. See, it's exactly what we did here. Yeah, so exactly what happened. It wasn't 0.5, I'm sorry, it was a 0.618. So we see we retraced here back down to the 0.382, bounced off the 0.618, and we had the finishing of the sell-off. So we had that full tilt correction, full flip Fibonacci retracement. And what I think we're going to see, if we did another relative comparison, this level right here, yellow is a bad color to use, green. Alright, so if we have that level right there, I would use that as a relative comparison to this small little pullback right there. Okay, that's why it's so hard to find relative comparisons. Trust me, people have tried. So yeah, so that we had that pullback that brought us to a lower low. It almost looks like a double bottom on a lot of these coins that we're going over right now. And we have this pullback, but there's no confirmation to the upside. Now, if we actually look at this area right here, if that's going to be the first relative comparison, if we look at this location right here, okay, that would be a firm relative comparison to where we are right now. So we're actually not going to the upside yet. I think it would be, selective to hold off on getting in on a position, in my opinion. So if we look at this relative comparison, let's go look at this. And it's not going to be exact. I mean, I could literally go over here and pull up something else that could be a relative comparison to where we are right now. But I'm not going to do that because this is the best way to look at it. So let's see right here. We had an ABC correction off this small wave here. This is, I think, the second wave. Hold on, I'm losing my mind over here. So, off this wave, we had an ABC correction. Okay? So, now that we've had this correction, we could actually probably pull out a Gartley as well for Stratus. So we had this correction, which I'm going to show you how it really firmly compares to where we are right now. And if we pull out a trend line here, you can see that we did break out here short term, but the gains were just not worthy enough to keep moving to the upside. Still had low volume too. If we pull up the indicators and we move back down actually further than this wave here. So this, I'm going to show you how close this is to Stratus. So I would wait if we saw this wave right here before the finishing off the ABC. We have a perfect downtrend channel right there. Look how perfect that is. We have, once again, 3 touching points. 1, 2, 3 on the 4-hour, moved down, and then we finally broke out of that yellow downtrend line. So now you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's so comparable. All right, so looking at Stratus, exactly what we're looking at, guys. This is exactly what we're looking at. So we have this downtrend here that we basically broke out of short term. The gains were not worthy. They are not worthy. It's pity right here. So we had the gains that were not worthy. We're still finishing off that ABC correction. Boom, boom. Which I believe will bring us to this level right here, which is actually a small support that would be right prior to this first wave run. So the level to be getting into for Stratus would be right here at 69,000 Satoshis, in my opinion. That would be my area of confirmation. Now, of course, since we have that downtrend going right now, you look right here, let's pull out this yellow trend line. And let's do that. There we go. So we have the perfect downtrend line forming now. We're going to have 3 points of resistance. So we have that first point here, second point here. Probably a quick, probably we're going to downtrend a little bit, probably bounce off of this area right here at 0.00075. And we're going, oh my gosh. And we're going to hit the resistance again. But we're not going to break out. We're going to hit that resistance again. Possibly, I don't think it's going to go past that. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think it's going to go past that. So we're going to hit the resistance there. And then we're going to continue moving down to finish off this C pattern here. So that's that. And then once we have a confirmation breakout, so this should actually lead us to this exact location here. Bam. So if we put the C there, following this exact 3-point touch, could be a little bit further down before we break out. It could be right here, where we move back. Actually, it could be. I think it's gonna be right here. Yeah. So yeah, I take that back. We're not going to retouch the downtrend line. We're going to go down to probably 72,000 Satoshis. Then we're going to retest this downtrend channel, and then we're going to move back down to 69,000 Satoshis. And then wait for breakout around this location. So I'm going to change this color here. We'll make it black. I would be waiting for a breakout. And once we break out of this yellow finishing channel, which should actually not even be right there, it should be right here. I'm just going to delete that. So once we break out of this channel right here, that is a full tilt confirmation to the upside. But if you wanted to wait on the 30-minute time frame, you can wait to break out of 72,000, roughly 73,000 Satoshis, and then we would be moving back on our next wave, which is going to be good. I think it's going to be a big wave. So that is Stratus for you guys. Let me know in the chat box if we're doing good. Give me some feedback. Please interact in the chat box. Please, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the chat box. I don't even know how many people we got tuning in from the group. 29 people. Perfect. Looking good. So that's Stratus. Now let's move on. We can look at the 1 hour. Yeah, so the 1 hour, we'll have to move this up, this downtrend line right here down. Yeah, so I think we might actually already have seen our third touch to the uptrend. I mean, the downtrend line right here. So we could be just finishing off. It could actually, the C channel could actually lead us down to, no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. If we correct this downtrend channel, this should be a slow coming down to this level here. But there's just a lot, there's a lot of upside potential for Stratus. Like I said, I mean, you can get in here if you wanted to. It's your choice. Or you could wait till you want to maximize your profits, get down at this location, in my opinion, and wait for that breakout. Now, if we start moving it back up to the upside and we break out of this, if we break out of this yellow uptrend line, this downtrend line at any point in time, keep this in mind on all the coins that we went with this downtrend line. If we break out of this downtrend line on any of the coins, it's confirmation. I mean, we could break out here, we could break out here, we could break out here, we could not even make it down to here and be so close, and bam. So keep that in mind, please. That's a tip. I mean, if you guys don't know that, for the people that don't know. Thank you, Rick. Rick is so awesome, man. I love Rick. Awesome guy. One of my biggest supporters. Rick Peterson. Alright, so what's the next coin we're going to look at here? And by the way, guys, I know I saw the whole chat with, Joey Crypto and Vertcoin and stuff like that. I already apologized to you guys about the whole Vertcoin crap, which, number one, I was extremely exhausted, very sleep deprived, and I was also, becoming impulsive, which is something that you just cannot do. No trader is perfect, guys. I am not a perfect trader, but I do have a very high success rate, and you guys know that. But I do apologize about the whole Vertcoin thing. We're not going to be trading it, and I know that people were saying, Joey was saying about how I don't answer DMs and that I ignored him, which I would never ignore someone. I still have DMs in the Slack that I need to get to and answer, but I will make it a priority to be answering direct messages that I get in Slack as a mandatory thing before going to anything else. So keep that in mind. I will be answering DMs, as soon as I get them from now on. I'm not going to, focus on the channel. So if you do direct message me, expect for a reply within 24 hours for sure. I mean, it should be within a few hours unless I'm sleeping. So keep that in mind, guys. We all make mistakes, and if you guys could give us, ideas and stuff on how we can improve, please direct message me. Alright, next coin. We went over Stratus. Same thing with Stratus, how we talked about Lisk on the Fibonacci, so keep that in mind. And this is on the 4 hour and 1 hour. And on different time frames, you can use Fibonacci on all time frames, guys. So I mean, we could actually we're on the 1 hour right now. So if we want to do a Fibonacci right now, and see, the thing is, like, I've used all these indicators so much that I really don't even need to pull out a Fibonacci or retracement. And you guys are gonna get to that level as well down the road once you learn everything. But you probably won't even start use Fibonacci retracements anymore once you get really good at trading through experience and stuff. But we're gonna include the wick on the 1 hour. So if you can see right here, the C location actually could bring us down to this 0.618 on the fib, but you're just following the downtrend line. That's really simply put, if you just want to follow the downtrend line. But you can use Fibonacci retracement at any time frame. 1 hour, if you're a day trader doing 15-minute time frames, you can use a Fibonacci. Fibonacci is a very good tool. So next tool, we're gonna go look at let's look at Vertcoin real quick. For Stratus, you said we see an inverted head and shoulders. Inverted head and shoulders are bullish for crypto, not stocks. Oh yeah, so that would be, Yeah, that would be exactly what happens. Exactly. Perfectly put. Yes. Awesome. I didn't even look at that. See, it's very hard to just point out everything, but if you know enough indicators, you don't really need to, I mean, you don't really have to look at everything. So I actually wouldn't, let me take that back right here, because I'm not even going to look at the gosh, oh my gosh. All right, let's go to the 4 hour real quick, and then we're going to get over to Vertcoin, and we're going to look at NEO too. And maybe one or two other coins. So if you look at the 1 hour, the 4 hour, not the 1 hour for the inverse head and shoulders, we've got the left shoulder right here, and then the head, which should bring us to possibly around this level, 69,000 Satoshis. The head, this should be like a messed up head and shoulders. It will be like a little bit of a morphed head and shoulders. And then the right shoulder, we can move out to the upside. Hold on, I don't think this is going to be an inverse head and shoulders, in my opinion. Now that I look at this, not using the wicks. Yeah, so this would probably be how it pans out right here. It probably will be an yeah. So the right shoulder will probably be part of the breakout. So the right shoulder is going to be the breakout. Of course, that's how it would work. But if you look at this, it'll be a little bit of an ugly head and shoulders, which the head could actually bring us down, like I said, to that 0.618 fib level, which would probably bring us down to right here, 66,000 Satoshis. And then we'd be moving up, finishing the right shoulder, which would probably bring us a little bit lower here. But really, honestly, all you have to do is follow the trend line here, okay? Simply put. Let's get to the next coins. Inverse head and shoulders are consistent too, so let's see. What are we going to look at right now? NEO. We'll briefly look at Vertcoin. I don't know what Vertcoin's at 69,600, so we're seeing a little bit of that expected pullback right now. So if Joey, you're watching this, we're seeing a little bit of pullback with the Gartley. So if we look at Vertcoin, let's look at Vertcoin first, because we covered this in the live stream, the public one. So we tested the highs, and what I'm expecting is basically a cup and handle formation with Vertcoin. Probably going to go down to like 64,000 Satoshis and then move to the upside. Okay? We could even go as far as down here. 60,000 Satoshis, we could do that as well. But now we can officially bring out a trend line. So we have that trend line right here. Now once we break out of this trend line, we're going to be moving to the upside. Just know that. And we can already see this is a very small ABC correction right here. So I just really don't think it's going to fall beneath 64,000 or 65,000 Satoshis. So I'm really expecting us to be moving up to like 118,000 Satoshis. Or if you were looking at the USD chart, $7 and something and change. So that would be the first, probably a little bit of a significant pullback. What else? What are we looking at? NEO? NEO. Jeez Louise. We have what looked to be a head and shoulders pattern here, inverse head and shoulders pattern for NEO. On the 4 hour, the RSI is relatively bullish. Stock is getting a little bit exhausted there. Still following that uptrend here that we were talking about a while ago. Let's get to the shorter time frame so that we can map this out. So, keep in mind the 3-point touch. All right. So let's see here. Wow, NEO is messed up right now. I'm gonna go back to the 4 hour. Some coins are just, you have to approach them differently. It's really hot in here. I need to turn a fan on. Hold on. Alright, let's get jumping into this. So with NEO, I think we're seeing a correction. We had a little bit of a breakout here. Total failure of a breakout. Gosh, NEO's been just NEO's been crappy lately, and I think everyone can agree. It's just crappy breakouts, crappy volume. I mean, indecisive volume. You can see that from the OBV. Look at the OBV. I mean, this is the messiest coin that you can look at. Even the RSI is just messy. It's a messy ass coin. But right here, if you can see, we had a little bit of a breakout. Total failure of a breakout. Now, my thing is to get into a position with NEO. Is what I'm expecting. Right here. Now, since we have that second touch right here with the downtrend, that's what I'm looking at. I would wait, since we've had this failure of a breakout. I'm waiting for NEO to break out of this downtrend. Right here. I think NEO has a lot of potential, but we need to wait to break out of this downtrend. So we're moving back down to the downside. We'll probably either double bottom here, or we could actually soon, we could break out right here. Just follow this downtrend line. Honestly, at this point now, we are already in the finishing stages of this corrective period. So we could break out right here, or we could go down past this lower level. I don't think that if we're gonna continue down, I don't think that we're gonna be bouncing off this level right here. Okay, so if we are gonna continue to go down, we're gonna be going like right down to either here, or we're gonna be going down to here, and then we should be seeing a relative breakout. But I'm still expecting, we could see, I really like to see the triple touch, the triple test of the resistance. So we could have another test of the resistance right here, and then move back down to the location I just talked about, and then we'd be breaking out right here to the upside. So keep that in mind. Let's go to look at the 1 hour. Oh crap. So same thing on the 1 hour. You have to fix the uptrend line, because the 1 hour candlesticks end at different areas than different time frames. Different time frames end candlesticks at different times. You guys should know that by now. So yeah, there we go. So still, again, like I said, could be seeing further downtrend, and we could triple test the resistance, and then either break out right there, which is possible, or we could go down to what looks to be probably a double bottom, and then break out and have that firm breakout. So wait for confirmation. I'm gonna check out the document sheet right now. The stop is at 0.0032. Once again, perfect stop. Perfect stop. I think, yeah, Jeff put this one in. First target would be 0.0082. I think that's a good location to have a stop. That would be using the Fibonacci. And then 0.017. Let me go back to the 4 hour here. 1.017. Wow, that's a big difference from the first. But yeah, we're entering into the 5th wave, I believe. So Jeff has this Jeff has, he's just as good as me with all of this. We have different trading techniques, and we both match up. So that's why whenever you see us on live streams, we both have a different analysis, which is good. I mean, really cannot have anything better of a group than to have two people that have different time frames, different techniques. So that's pretty freaking awesome. All right, enough talking about ourselves. So yeah, RSI is bullish. Stock is going to become exhausted and then a move to the downside. But there is a total divergence on the RSI right now, so we could actually, like I said, break out right where we are, Follow that up downtrend line, and if we break out there, that's confirmation, guys. OBV is also slowly moving to the upside as well. So that is it, guys. Let's see. There might be a few other coins we look at here briefly. And then I'm out here. Let's see. Someone wanted me to look at ADX. Let me know in the chat box if you are satisfied. Please. We're going to look at Syscoin and I think Navcoin very briefly for Navcoin. The RSI for Navcoin is bullish. The on-balance volume is steady. You can see the spike right here in volume. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Navcoin is not on the call list. Navcoin is not on the call list. Let's go to the 4-hour. So Navcoin. There we go. So we never had a breakout for Navcoin. So keep that in mind. We do in a sense have 3 touches, 3 tests of the resistance here. 1, 2, and I don't see. This is the thing. Keep this in mind. I don't like to look at this close in proximity. A double test to the upside, which would be a double top. So this would actually add up to being 1 test of the resistance, 2nd test, and we'll probably have a 3rd test here of the resistance, and then we could either break out here or we could move back down, possibly bringing us down to here, and then a breakout. But the chances are actually more likely than we'll be breaking out right here than for us to be going down to this level. I want to do a quick comparative relative comparison real quick on NAV, because I know NAV is a hype coin. I need to do research on the fundamentals. I don't like to trade any coin without knowing everything about it, which, you know, Vertcoin and some of these others as well. So let's go to the 1 day. I'm going to do a relative comparison. Pretty quick at identifying this. Sometimes it takes a ridiculous amount of time to identify a relative comparison. It takes a terrible amount of time sometimes. Alright, so like I said, you guys should be mapping this out on TradingView with me. If you have 2 monitors, after you can do it as well. I'm going to have this posted. Alright, so the relative comparison for... Yeah, so the relative comparison would be right here. Right here. That would be it. No, it wouldn't. Hold on. That would not be it, I don't think. No, that's not the relative comparison. One moment, guys. I have to look at this real quick. Yep, I think this might be it. So, if we look right here, should be a firm location to look at. We're gonna go to a shorter. I don't know why we're on the 1 day. We're gonna go to the 4-hour here so I can show you a relative comparison. Right here. This is awesome. So we had a double top with Navcoin in the historical charts. Actually, yeah. So double top with Navcoin, which was basically 2 points. 2 points in 1, but you can also look at it, since it's close in proximity, I don't always like to look at it as the 3rd touch, the 3rd test of the resistance. So this would be 1 test of the resistance, and then we would have 1 test, 2, 3, and then we moved back down after that 3rd test, finishing that correction. You can see we had that ABC correction as well. right here, which brought us back down to this level right here. And then we actually double bottomed here, which is very, you know, that's why you can't FOMO. Oh my gosh, you cannot FOMO, especially at the bottom. You can't FOMO. Usually once you break out into a new wave pattern, a lot of the time it comes back down to a double bottom, because people FOMO like, oh my god, we're finally breaking out, oh, and then we have a sell-off. And then we double bottom, and you can see that with a lot of these coins that we're going over right now. Holy moly. Don't FOMO. That's like the second best tip. Do not FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out, and you just get impulsive and you buy at what is, you know, a top for a specific period of time, and then it goes down, and you should be stopped out if you bought at that level. But so yeah, we have the double top here. We move back and double bottomed. So I just wouldn't be FOMOing with Navcoin. And then you can see, look right here. We fell back down, actually, after that double bottom. We actually fell. We tested. Everything works in threes. We tested this support 3 times, baby. 3 times, baby. And then we moved back into another wave. So, 3 tests, moved up. And if we look at this level over here, let's go to the 1 day. History repeats itself, guys. History repeats itself. We're going to be doing courses and stuff on how to identify relative comparisons, because they're all different. None of them are the same. But I'll give you techniques on how to identify them. So, where we are right now, I'm expecting, yep, right here. That's exactly where I think it's going to go. Alright, so, like I said, we had the same exact pattern happen. I mean, you guys can see this for yourself. We had the double top on, this is on the 4-hour, the double top. You can see the tail of this candlestick. And then let's go ahead and delete this one. Gosh, we're really knocking out content right here, guys. Y'all better be advertising this group, guys. All right, that's way too big. Let me redo that. So then we had another test. That's basically a test there of the uptrend, which is exactly like the relative comparison. And then we move down further. So where do I think it's gonna bottom out at? At this exact area. 5,141 satoshis is exactly where I think it's going to go, which is literally what we just panned out before even looking at a relative comparison. This is why I like to use multiple techniques, multiple different approaches before, and then you have a big picture of what's most likely going to happen. Bam! That should be where the breakout is, in my opinion. So, like I said, we could still break out right here. Chances of that happening are less likely than going back down and finishing this wave. Now you can see, we are still in that corrective stage with Navcoin. A, what looks to be B, C, which should actually bring us down. If we're looking at on a time frame basis, we're going to be moving boom, 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 bam. Okay? There we go. And we're going to go over one more coin. Syscoin. I really want to go over all these coins, but gosh, it's taking forever. You guys know I love doing this though, so this is not an issue. Syscoin, where the heck are you? There you go. Syscoin. Okay, so I'm actually gonna remap out this fib. So Syscoin, guys, let's see. Oh, back. Excuse me, I'm yawning over here, stretching. Now let's go back to Navcoin real quick. I actually wanted to look at the indicators, and then we'll get over to Sys. So let's look at the indicators. RSI. RSI is, I think RSI. We see basically a double low right here for the RSI, but I think the RSI needs to become a little oversold, which is going to be looking like this, the relative comparison. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks freaking exact, bam, bam, and then we move to the downside, becoming almost oversold, bam, bam, moving to the downside, almost becoming oversold. Right when it comes to that area, it's gonna be like shabam. But like I said, I mean that would be a quick first run. I think it's also gonna, have a double bottom scenario as well. It shouldn't go like that. I don't know why I drew it like that. It's gonna go like this. It's gonna go up, and then it's probably gonna double bottom, and then we'll see a significant run. So that's why you don't FOMO. All right, moving on. Knocking this content out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Syscoin, right? Where the heck are we? I think Syscoin's gonna double bottom. And then that's where I think I would get into a position personally. Let's see. Yeah, the stock needs to pull back. But on-balance volume is low still. I mean, you can see it's diverging a little bit here. It's going back up. I think Syscoin needs to double bottom, in my opinion. Let's see. Let me see, guys. Give me a moment. I'm doing all this live, so that's why it takes me a second. Hold on, guys. Syscoin doesn't look good. In my opinion, hold on. Okay. So I think that let me see. It's very tough on this one. Not tough. Once I identified, it's very straightforward. So hold on. Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Alright, so double bottom. I'm expecting a double bottom. Right down to here. Right here. Should be updating the call sheet while I do this live stream. Yep, so I think that Syscoin is going to do this. I'll show you right now. Alright, look at that. Let's see him. It's gonna look a little bit like this, in my opinion. So, we have the double touch. And it's like I said, it could be 4 touches, it could be 5. It's different. We'll go into, we're starting the courses soon, and we're gonna be doing education stuff soon. So bear with us. The website's basically finished, except for loosing. We need to change that word. I haven't actually looked at the website that much. All right, so we have that confirmation of the downtrend line. You cannot be making downtrend lines like this or like that or like that or whatever. I mean, those would be small breakouts, but you have to wait for that finishing of the retracement. Okay, guys. So I'm expecting, since we already tested that 50.50 level here, right there. And we're gonna make that red because that's a primary resistance. And then we're gonna move back down to the downside here. And see, the thing is, this is why, I mean, crypto Twitter is terrible. It's like, you cannot judge your trades off of anything people say on there, because everyone's like, Syscoin going to the moon. I'm like, come on, man. So let's see. We have that primary resistance right there. I'm expecting for us to move back down, and we could possibly hit this level, and we could possibly break out. Okay? But that would not be the finishing, in my opinion, of the ABC correction. The ABC correction stage would bring us down to this level. Now, if we break, I'm telling you right now, since we have this confirmation of the double touch of the uptrend line and the ABC correction, and see, these are only a few. I'm literally showing you guys just one way of trading. We're going to be going over all sorts of different identifiers and stuff like that in the future, which I do use, but I'm not going to be covering. We gotta keep it juicy for a long time, so we're not going to be covering everything in one live stream. So let's see. So we could bounce right here, or we could finish this pattern, bringing us down to this location, and then after that breakout, total confirmation to the upside. And we should be testing, excuse me, we should be testing, I mean, this highest level right here, if not breaking out of it. So those are the scenarios. Now, once we break out of this uptrend line, downtrend line, since it's identified now, it's officially identified. If we broke out right here, the chances of it are very slim comparing it to going down. But if we broke out right here, that's it. We're breaking out. But I think that these scenarios are likely. I really think that this is the most likely, especially if I was going to pull out a pitchfork. This scenario would be likely right here to be going down. We're going to go around how to do pitchforks and a few other things too. And fans. So that's my scenario for Sys. Let me know. I think, well, so you have to also look at this. I think this looks like a double top. Right here, like a double top at the 50% fib level. You could do this, but I would find it to be inaccurate, okay? You could do that. And we had a double bottom here at this level. Absolutely. So like I said, if we break out of here, game is on. Absolutely. So, you know, we could identify a downtrend line right here. Absolutely. We had that double bottom formation here, and we broke out. And what looks to be, honestly, in a sense, it can't really, you know, actually it doesn't. I mean, let's go to the 4 hour. We're on the 1 day right now. We should be doing all of this on the 4 hour for an analysis like this. See, this run, even though we went to a higher, we had a, you know, the same equal lower low, which is a double bottom. We moved up, not significant at all compared to this run right here, which is, in my opinion, weak. Okay, guys? So I think that with that being said, okay, with that being said, I think that we do still need to finish this corrective pattern. Because you can see right here, even right here, people were probably drawing dumb trend lines right here, thinking that, oh my gosh, you know, we broke out because we broke out, didn't happen. So I think that we do need to finish this corrective stage. And we could see a cup and handle formation as well. Take that into consideration. Just follow this trend line, this downtrend line, because we're at a position now that if we break out of this trend line, then we are moving into a completely new wave, just like on all of the other coins, guys. And we're going to get into different types of trading, because, you know, we could be trading even lower time frames where we broke out of right here, and we could have, you know, did a quick scalp trade off of a few percent, and taken that profit at that 0.5 level. It would have definitely been hitting that 0.5 level and not going any higher. So we're going to get into all that, guys. But this downtrend line, follow it precisely. Map it out on your trading view, guys. You all should be doing that. Yeah, since we had that insignificant higher high, I think that we should be moving down to at least the bottom level of this fib channel, or a little bit lower, actually, bringing us to this. Okay? In my opinion. So just follow this downtrend line. If you don't really understand what I'm talking about with everything else, we'll cover it in future videos. Just follow this downtrend line. Okay? Oh, Litecoin. I'll just look at Litecoin real quick and then I'm going to head out. Only looking at the LTC, BTC. Okie dokie. Oh man. This Litecoin and Bitcoin still weak. The RSI is bullish. That's one thing that we can confirm. Stock is getting a little exhausted on the 4-hour. OBV is all over the place. You guys can see that. I think that I just don't think the Litecoin to Bitcoin pair looks too good unless we have some good like crazy news come out or something like that. And news does drive technical analysis. It's all emotional. So you guys know when news comes out, you see price increases like crazy. So that's why you have to mix fundamental analysis, technical analysis. But I mean, this is a precise downtrend line. We have the triple touch. Let's look at this right here. This is confirmed. LTC BTC. We have that triple touch. Triple test of the resistance right here. Bam, bam, bam. So Litecoin, I think I just said it looks bad, but it doesn't look terrible. I don't think it's going to be going down past this level here at all. And if you think that it's going down to here, you're absolutely crazy, in my opinion. But if it does, then I guess I'll be crazy, but I don't see it going down to this 0.0047 level at all. But we have triple touch of the resistance on the 4-hour, which is where you should be looking at triple touch of resistance, only on the 4-hour. Different time frames have different indicators and trading methods. So we have a triple touch. I guess, man, this is crappy, but I guess you could call this, an ABC correction, where I think that the Litecoin and Bitcoin pair is going to go. We had a little bit of a double bottom here, but it's weak. The volume is weak. Kind of stable, but weak. The stock is already a little bit in a bad territory, but the RSI is still bullish, but you can see that the RSI is actually diverging right back down to the downside right here on the 4-hour. So I would be watching this uptrend line, this downtrend line. Again, watch this downtrend line. If we break out of this downtrend line, we will be moving into a brand new wave. Until then, I think that we're going to be moving down to 0.00853. Like I said, don't FOMO. Usually when we move into a new wave, you see a double bottom. So if we break out right here, which is just very unlikely in my opinion, we're going to probably see a double bottom. But if we break out right here, we're probably going to see a double bottom again. So that would be a quick scalp trade and then a re-entry to the upside to maximize your profits. Head and shoulders, I would not identify that as a head and shoulders. I wouldn't identify that as head and shoulders, guys. I don't know where you got that, but I'll show you right now why I don't identify that as a head and shoulders. So if we were going to use this support level, which is right here, that it broke through, but if it was a head and shoulders, it would have dumped a lot faster. It would have brought us back down to 0.004, okay? So why it's not a head and shoulders? Not even having to use the tail of this candlestick, but this is why it's not a head and shoulders. Okay, see that? Not even that it's a morphed head and shoulders. It's just not a head and shoulders. Okay, and that would have brought us down to here. Now if that happens, it'll be a sad day because I have quite a bit of Litecoin because I repacked my bags. But The head, the left head and the head, the shoulders should never, ever be at the same height as the head, under any circumstance. I don't care who or what coin it is. Obviously, things get invalidated. I understand that part because this is crypto, especially. So I guess you cannot put this as a head and shoulders. If it was like this, like down to this level, then it would be identified as a head and shoulders. But simply because on the 4-hour time frame, which is where I like to look at head and shoulders the most, that's a valid candle. That's a valid wave, bringing us up to here, which absolutely makes that invalid. Because if you even went to a shorter time frame, these candlesticks would be ending higher because of the tails. So let's go to the 1 hour here. It's actually at the same level, but you can see the wick of that candle. Look at the left shoulder, so it'd actually be a little bit, it would be at that same location. But yeah, guys, that's what I think of Litecoin. I don't see it going down too much further. Like I just said, the locations that I'm looking at. And let's go to the 12-hour, or let's go on the daily. Yeah, even the RSI. RSI is already in oversold territory. We double tested this oversold territory right here. So I think that it's going to be almost like a consolidation stage that should probably bring us down to this level right here. If not, we could actually start consolidating at the level we're at right now. Just once we break out of that trend line, it's going to be a go for me. But the daily looks good to me. The daily looks good. So that's my opinions. Let me know in the chat box if you guys enjoyed this live stream. Please give me feedback. That's what motivates me. So let me know if my questions were answered. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if there's other things you would like me to cover in future live streams. Please, before I end this live stream, give me some feedback. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know, let me know. Where's the Crypto Krampus Club? I swear, I better see 25 chats in the chat box giving me feedback. Better see 25 chats in the chat box. I want to see feedback. If people leave without giving me feedback, I'm going to be an upset camper. Check out the Slack real quick. Oh yeah, we're going to look at Vertcoin real quick. Where's Vertcoin? I'm gonna look at this really briefly. Let me know. Give me feedback in the chat box, please. Do you see how close Vertcoin is to breaking out of this fib level? Do you see that? That's why you don't swing Vertcoin right there. Okay, once we break out of that fib level, we're going straight to like 118,000 satoshis in my opinion. Look at that fib level, perfectly lining up. Tested the 0.618, which usually means institutional investors are going to keep buying if we move up from that level. But if we fall down to a lower level than the 0.618, that's usually bearish, and we're going to see a continued sell-off. Absolutely didn't happen. So once we break out of this fib level, holy, it's going to be gone. Gone. Yeah, rewatch it, Alex. I go fully in depth with Syscoin and all the rest of the coins we covered. There's so many coins out there, but we're really only covering the coins that have the most potential, in my opinion. So, yeah, guys, Verti to the moon. Verti to the moon. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get rich. I'm gonna buy a yacht off this trade. Hodl that crap. Oh my freaking man, it's getting crazy. This daily will probably end right around here. Like right around here. And then we're gonna go up to the side. You can also look at the order book. Thousands and thousands of Vertcoin in the order book. This thing is gonna be slamming. Look at the order book. Look at that crap. Look at the sell book. Nobody wants to sell because this thing is about to go parabolic to the highest high soon. You know, we have like small order. I even have orders around in these locations, but they're not real. You cannot trade the order book. You guys know that. I advocate that so freaking much. But I mean, look at this, guys. This thing is gonna go. It's exciting. It really is. And what we need to see for Vertcoin, this is on the daily chart. The daily ends above this fib level, which it hasn't yet. I know that we can look at this wick. The daily ends above this fib level. It's gonna be a moonshot. Enough said. We have not ended above that fib level. I mean, we've tested it right here, and that's where the Gartley ended. Remember the Gartley? That's where the Gartley ended. And now we're gonna just basically go straight to $7 once we break out of this fib level. So, gosh, I mean, I'm probably gonna be most famous for my Vertcoin trade. Oh man, we've been talking about this thing for since 40 cents. I really hope that all of you guys are satisfied. We're here to make money. I really do hope you guys are satisfied. And I think that, I think coming up today or tomorrow, we have, I think, the primary amount of people that I got into the group off the first day or first couple days are going to have to be paying for the next following month. So we will be sending out invoices. I know Jeffrey takes care of payments, so he's going to be dealing with that soon. So if you do get an invoice, you'll have a couple days to pay for it the next following month. And you guys already know about the price increase. We did a poll on it and stuff like that. So do be expecting an invoice relatively soon. I know there's quite a few people that paid for 6 months. I had one person that just paid for a year for the group, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so for the people that paid for 1 month when they first started, like a month ago, you will be getting an invoice relatively soon. So just be expecting that soon. My wife is satisfied. Crypto bro. That's funny. But yeah, Vertcoin, man. Oh, I can't even wait. Once the daily finishes above this fib level, oh, it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be so intense. I mean, if Joey, if you're watching this, oh my gosh. Ugh. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed this live stream. I didn't get much feedback in the chat box, makes me sad. But this Vert I'm holding right now might help me with my down payment on my house. It depends on how much you have, but absolutely. I mean, gosh, this is crazy. But alright guys, I really appreciate your guys' support. If you, like I said, if you and like I said, if you pay for if you know that you have to pay and whatnot, pay for 1 month or whatever you want to pay for, and then fill out that document that Jeffrey put on the calls channel. Basically, you put in your information and your new transaction ID, and that's how we track everyone. So if you want to pay now to the same address that you originally paid with, go ahead and do that and fill out that doc sheet, or you can DM me and I'll add it, but it'd be really convenient and save us time if you did that. So keep that in mind for the people that know they have to pay or whatever. So, but yeah, guys, thank you for your support. If you have any feedback, if you'd like us to improve or something like that, please DM me. I'm absolutely open to feedback and, constructive criticism on how we can improve. Because we're here for you guys, and you guys depend on us to keep giving you guys the best of the best. So, like I said, guys, you guys are awesome, and I will be back very soon. I'll be active in the Slack channel as well. Take care, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. See you later.